Welcome to Timeball Games. I'm ELD, here to ask you for help in growing the channel. When we reach 2,500 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a custom leather playmat to one lucky subscriber, so be sure to like and subscribe. Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Timeball Games in Bellingham, Mass. Here we have Matt on Eureka versus Tristan on Storm. I think if I misspelled Tristan's name there. Doesn't look right. I apologize if I did. Storm, maybe the list that I occasionally lend out in the shop. We do have a few extra legacy decks. That is our primary format here at Time Vault. And Matt leading out with Ponder. We actually do Wednesday and Friday legacy events, as well as several events over the weekends, pretty much every month when the world is not completely shut down. And we've got a Thoughtseize, getting Force of Will, Pitching Impulse, a card that is largely just in the deck for, wow, I don't even have time to explain, show and tell, putting in something terrible here for Tristan. He had a Thoughtseize, but it wasn't good enough. They got Force of Willed, and now Tristan gets another land, and Matt gets an Omniscience into Cunning Wish. From here, he's going to be able to likely just get both Gristlebrand and Emrakul. Oh, he doesn't. He actually grabs the Firemind's Foresight. And that is a wrap there. Tristan may have scooped too soon there. I would have actually liked to see a little bit more information. Keep in mind, Impulse had been pitched, meaning that it is within the realm of possibilities that Matt could whiff. Firemind's Foresight would be able to get Brainstorm, usually Impulse, but that was pitched, and then Cunning Wish. And I suppose worst case scenario, that second Cunning Wish could actually get shared summons, so 0% chance that Tristan could have won that. Unless Matt plays incorrectly and tries to go for a kill using Release the Ants with a 5 casting cost card. If he forgot that Ad Nauseam and Dark Petition were in the Storm deck and just tried to kill with Release the Ants with a 5 drop, which is actually totally doable versus a surprising amount of decks in the format. I mean, anything that runs Force of Will, obviously you can't do it against. But there are a bunch of decks that don't actually have a 5-drop in them. Goblins doesn't usually. Death and Taxes has Batterskull. But anyways, I digress. The point is, shared summons now would allow for Gristlebrand plus Emrakul. And we are off to game number 2. Storm, such a dangerous deck in there. I mean, had a turn 1 Thoughtseize, you don't often lose when you lead out with a turn 1 Thoughtseize, but that's exactly how it went. On the play as well, that's about as much defense as Storm can possibly have outside of some type of absurd play like additional mana and additional discard spells, which isn't really where Storm can afford to be. If you're using a Lotus Petal to play another discard spell, I mean, you're really, really in the hole. And Tristan now mulliganing again. This may not be much of a game. We'll see. Storm can potentially win on the first turn just off of, 4 cards would just be Dark Ritual, Land, or Lotus Petal, and Ad Nauseam. That's probably the easiest way to win. With the printing of Echo of Eons, the new Modern Horizons Time Spiral, you can potentially win off of just 2 cards on the first turn, just Lion's Eye Diamond bombing right into a draw 7. And that is an interesting consideration for new Storm decks. We've got another turn 1 Duress. And this one mercifully resolves. Oh, wow. He's got another turn 2 win here, but this time no Force of Will. Show and Tell is taken. And he's got some cantrips to be digging for either another show and tell or some counter spells. Basic Island into Preordain is going to take a look. Now getting in Eureka, I'm getting in Omniscience on its own, not actually enough to just win the game. You do have to have something to go along with it, which is why Discard is so potent versus Eureka Tell, or really any show and tell variant. Of course, Eureka Tell the best positioned out of all of those, and the fact that it has 4 Veil of Summer main deck, and Preordain looks and sees a Tropical Island, which may be good enough to keep. Tropical Island's going to give protection in the form of Veil of Summer to stop both discard and a potential Tendrils. That very, very much feels like safety once you get that Veil of Summer up against a deck like Storm, and now we've got Chain of Vapor in response. He's got a Veil of Summer that will give it hexproof from blue. Counter and draw Impulse. Sees Intuition, and that is going to be a wrap. What a monster this deck is. Eureka Tell, so powerful. Intuition there, going to be able to grab 3 Cunning Wishes and win with really however Matt wants. Cunning Wish has a bunch of different lines. You can grab the Firemind's Foresight or the Shared Summons. Either way, you are going to be taking that down. And Eureka Tell showing just some scary power versus one of the scariest decks in the format. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.